Alright, hello everybody, welcome to today's test flight, hopefully. Oh wait, hold on, I forgot something. Oh well. Oh, back, sorry. I forgot it's night here and I wanted to put it tonight. Sorry about no Raven flight BPS. It's fine. Um, so, welcome everybody. Um, Today we are launching another launch, but not any launch. Here is the team cam right now. Not any other launch. This is the first flight of the Z-Space Plane Crazy Agency. Just had some bad weather. Okay. Yeah, no problem. This is the first flight of the Plane Crazy Space Agency for Z-Space. As you can see, it is nighttime here at the center. We have a few cams too, so let's go over those cams really quick. We have the Pad Cam 1, which is just a forward camera. Pad Cam 2, which is the camera right here actually. The camera that we pretty much had. Pad Cam 3, which is kind of like a back view. Then we have 3, is I didn't really name it something, so it's just 3. It's the tank cam and then another tank cam. Then we have 1, which is just the 3D view, I guess, of the rocket. And of course we have the team cam, which basically shows the team, which I'm the only one here right now. So yeah, those are the cameras for today. I have a ton of stuff that's laid out around here. We, of course, you can see some of there is the grid fins, of course, you can see moving there. They are getting prepared for the flight test for today. So let's actually go over this control panel that you can see on the screen that I have up on my screen that helps control. Also, you might notice a little pillar to the side. That's where the Pad Cam 1 is, by the way, which is interesting, I guess. Might be interesting. So yeah, this is the first test flight. It does not have really any real payload. It's just a demo satellite on board for today. Let's go over tomorrow's the update. Yeah, I know. Hopefully, but I did see that group tech thing in the group. It's from hopefully tomorrow to like the 22nd or something. Which I'm glad that the group is no longer silent because, yeah. Hopefully it's tomorrow, but of course it might be another day, as they said in the post. So yeah, let's go over the controls. So you can see at the bottom, on the bottom left, you can see my control, which I have control over all of the grid fins. Those are the grid fin control. For if the booster would be returning, which it isn't. The flight is only actually supposed to be suborbital, and it's not supposed to go into orbit. But it's mainly going to test the control during ascent. The second flight test will be more about landing and getting to orbit, so. Yeah. On the very top left, there's 2 buttons. That is in fact the FDS. The FDS flight termination system has been tested before and it works. And if there is a failure with today's launch, of course, that will be activated. Towards the top, there's actually two panels. The left panel on the top, actually there's like kind of three. Anyways, the left panel is all of the launch pad operations. Actually, hold on. Bad news, Falcon 9 Ultra got destroyed by surface air missile by accident. Oof. Oof. That's kind of pad operations. That's in-flight operations, so that means whatever, it'll stay there for a bit. Except for 15, which is the staging. A started program, but for Juno. Nice. Then the middle top panel, which is the cameras, which that's all those cameras that we have today. There's 7 cameras, and there's probably going to be more, because I love cameras during launches. It just makes them better, right? Anyways, and then the final ones are in-flight stuff, like the engine, which is W and S. And then the top ones, I think, are something to do with the actual control. I think, but I'm not too certain what N is. I've been trying to figure out what that is, but I plan for an S20 to be 4 kilometers tall and double the width of S10. Dang. Hold on. Sorry. Oh. Sorry, guys. My parents were passing through. So it'll be 16 times higher than the VAB, 607 floors high, and it's a rocket. That's crazy. You have some venting to keep that. We do have some venting, which you can see there. So yeah, this rocket will be updated a bunch. But let's talk more about the rocket. This rocket is, of course, the ZPC-1 test flight. Of course, it is its test flight, obviously, because of the name. It's obviously of the title. I mean, it's obviously said it's test flight, and the game is called Plane Crazy on Roblox. So yeah. The first stage has 5 engines. No, I already read that. It has 6 engines? No, 5 engines. Sorry. And this thing is pretty. Its TWR is pretty good. Can easily lift off from that launch pad. I'm going to be AFK for a second. Be back just shortly. Okay, I'm back. So okay, I read that. 5 engines is little. Well, actually not for this rocket because this thing is like actually tiny. Um, hold on, let me actually show you really quick how tiny this thing is. This is my avatar, and it's this big. It's tiny, okay? It's like the tiniest rocket ever. It is also my like first, like my most well, I cannot get back into my chair. Hold on. There we go. It's actually, this vehicle, actually, I don't know what I was gonna say. So yeah, this vehicle is small. It is my second, most hard worked on rocket, I guess, if that exists. I don't know. But I've worked on this rocket. I worked on this rocket for like an hour, probably. And I think like another like 2 hours or an hour or an hour for another version, which we will see soon. Which we will see soon. Yeah. So I kind of like switch it, like it has like when I disable the camera, it goes to my avatar. So sorry about that. I literally cannot do anything about that. So. Anyways, so yeah, the launch will be happening just shortly, from the Launchpad 1 in Plane Crazy. You can see me pressing the buttons, too. So. So yeah, this is my rocket. This is the rocket, pretty much. You can also see the FDS right there. Lol. You can also see my like setup here, and also like all the cameras. Here's pad camera 3. There's 2, and then there's 1 here. Whoop. 1 there, as I was saying before the buttons interrupted me. Yeah, here's the engines right here now. There's 5 of them on the bottom of the launch vehicle. Also, I think a few minutes ago, I had like 7 people watching, so that's cool. Sadly, not anymore, but yes. In a few moments, that second stage will be fully fueled. The fueling process happens for the first stage. It's through the launch mount and just up into the fuel tanks. And for the second stage, it is a lot harder. Actually, we're gonna switch to this view. As you can see, the fuel tanks are right here. It connects into the launch mount. So it goes underneath that launch mount through that area, and it goes underneath the staircase kind of thing there, up into the tower, and then through the arms. So it's a much harder process to do than the first stage. So, of course, during that launch, that arm needs to be retracted. So once that is done, that arm will be retracted with a special, I guess, kind of special system. I don't know. Whatever. Call it whatever. I don't know. So we should be having that arm retract in a few moments, because I think that stage 2 fueling is done. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm kind of like eating some food as well, so yeah. Hold on. I have like a chair that I'm using for like a food table thingy, whatever. Table, I guess. Better probably. Stage 2 tank is getting complete for Raven 15 without the Rex vac engine. Nice. kind of moving my mouse here because I have my computer up. I have my computer up. So I can make sure that the stream continues to run well. So that's why I have my stream up on my computer and why I'm using it. I use it for some of my streams. If I don't have it, I'll probably like keep on telling y'all if it's okay. Also, sorry, I was telling a friend of mine about Tubers93. Oh, okay. That one hacker that just basically trolled. Oh wow, 175 subscribers. Thank y'all for that. That's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Thank y'all for that wonderful achievement. Friend is kind of new to Roblox. Oh, okay. Makes sense, makes sense. We are about to have that arm retract. Which right now we do not have an arm cam, I guess. So. Kind of eating a donut, so that's why. And there it is. You just saw that on your screen. The arm has retracted from the second stage. That's wonderful. 2 new cameras. Right, so with that arm out of the way, that means that the launch is proceeding nicely. Interstage and access arm. Yes. Yeah, but of course, I'm going to add them at some point. Also, the stage 2 is kind of, Stage 2, I don't really predict where the stage 2 goes, but I usually just pretend it goes to orbit. So, not the interstage, but yes, the access arm, definitely yes. Alright, we should be having liftoff in a few moments, so let's listen in. The deluge is going to start at around 30 seconds until the launch, followed by ignition, and then release of the rocket. Here we go. Around 1 minute now, the 1 minute hold has been released. Let's listen in. Hold on, maybe I can get a clock on my computer really quick. Or a timer, whatever. Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out. Because yes. Okay. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. I figured it out now. Alright, we are 1 minute away now. The hold has been released. Here we go. Now 50 seconds and counting. Here we go. 45 seconds. LD is go for launch. Here, let's listen in. T-minus 30 seconds. There's the deluge. 25 seconds. Here, let's listen in, of course. Stay quiet here. 15. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Main engine start. 2, 1. Ignition. And liftoff of the test flight. Liftoff has been confirmed. Here we go. It is lifting off. Liftoff confirmed into the night sky. The booster will be trying to make a landing in the ocean, by the way. Okay, the FTS has been armed just in case for an FTS event. You can obviously see right there on the screen the vehicle is ascending. Let's stand by for engine cutoff. Starting to have MECO, main engine cutoff. And stage separation confirmed. Oh, and it looks like the termination system has been activated. Looks like we have some graphics issues, so sorry about that. So it looks like we did lose the second stage, but we are continuing to fly. Now down towards the landing zone spot, the landing site. Let's look at this landing right now. Booster's coming down. Oh no. Okay, we're good. I accidentally jumped. We're good though. Alright, here we go. The entry burn has now just started. And there's entry burn shutdown. So the entry burn has just shut down on the booster. Well, that's not the right way. Hold on. Looks like we have something happening with the descent. It looks like the booster has just lost control after that burn. There's the landing burn. Right, we have a few minutes. This is a few minutes after the launch. The separation was all good. The second stage termination system was activated just after separation, possibly due to engine anomaly. And during the descent, it seems that just after the entry burn happened, the booster started to lose control. We had that landing burn did ignite. The booster should have landed. We should have gotten confirmation that the booster had landed by now. It seems that we possibly lost the booster, but we do not know for certain. So we are continuing to wait until for news about that event that just happened there. There is the empty launch pad without the launch vehicle. And I think I just got another subscriber during the stream. Thank you so much. And welcome to my channel. So, if you're just joining in, the launch vehicle successfully lifted off a few minutes ago. It went all the way up to stage separation. The stages did shut down, and the stages separated from each other. The second stage FTS was activated just after separation. And then the booster should have, after the entry burn with the booster, it seems that the booster actually did, started to lose control, during that final landing event. Obviously, that is not the best stuff, to happen during a launch. It does seem that the booster might have had the FTS activate. We are not certain, however, for this launch. So, yeah, so more about that launch will be coming in our posts shortly. If you want, subscribe to my channel. Of course, you don't have to. Don't ask. I'm kind of eating as well. I'm doing the stream. So that is that. It does seem we might have had an anomaly. I think we did. Yeah, we did have an anomaly with the booster, and we do not know if it is in the ocean all right or not, or if it is not in that ocean. It seems that we have lost camera signal. Let's look at our drones that have headed out there. Oh. And there it is. Yeah. It does seem that the booster did, in fact, have that FTS ignite. It seems that some of the FTS did not work in the bottom section, even though it should have worked. That's not too good. But yeah, so if you're just joining in, we had successfully lifted off from the launch pad a few minutes ago. And it seems that the whole launch vehicle has been destroyed, with the booster losing control during its final descent, and the second stage failing its engine ignition, and the FTS was activated. Now, of course, this is a new program that has been announced, and this rocket is our fourth rocket that has ever flown now. So that is the end of this launch, and we will see you in the next video. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Or stream. Probably stream. See ya. Bye, Nate Plays.